so diet da sebia baby true am on the batare na why what the best na just akenku answer the form one na ate one now so diet da but na ajeba kwa ne and some other say sa difficult period amunam yina no was ba bi onamu e Liverpool I know the right club na just so just baby anti apamo no na what they fire pa because Liverpool ni yade so mo support wo mo mpamo managers basa and to 3 years pass a difficult period no I'm say the right club mo and one year santa no abani nyina chino wo mo hwanu say ancha kwane ma besesa na afi wono so mfa no ntuma pa e de fra yentie coach na ye phone ana slot.
I would describe that as ridiculous almost. Something I didn't expect to be in. Not at any club I was ever going to work at, let alone if you play at Liverpool. If you not play, I wish I played. If you manage Liverpool. So that is unbelievable. I've said many times over here, you cannot find, if you even can find an excuse, you will never find enough excuses to make it that you perform like this. So that's unexpected for the club, for me, for everyone, and but I'm also working at a club. If there's ever a club faced this, maybe this is the best club to face it, because the harder it gets at a club like this, the more we are together, the more we are trying to achieve the things that Liverpool usually achieves.
Which is you say Kalkum ya General Penina and Casanuma about one wanted to just say the hunter and your mayano, the more no more cabo air Bakuba before Frank comes you Bako and some Adama Yenshifty and Kiana, Yanko, and Yan Madrid, and Sonny Bobakua, your phone of Olympiacos, Omukema Babaso, and some our Chris Athens, and then you may not show like Medicam a moment and Madrid, a moment and Tuna, Wobuko True Affair Hotel, and Pania Kawan Samana. I'm saying I'm showing on some one because sir we a player now you don't cocoda a Marriott a Alphas a hotel now I teach na ukopupu nessa on some other class over Siakana Timno because baby all the boys will Codano born and Codano woman some Podman club no at the moment and Codano a young board at some room I know and some Chris at some Quanatrino woman came ever so also coach you run Sabi Alonso so pressure amount our manager no so many and also somebody some pinana abapa na Jamaican can you understand free Mami hotel no ya say no be sia kwa and no I Alphas Marriott hotel our Chris I want you to the washer say na Joe M Senior City na ya do ba down what them 2:1 and a two so you say be a double bed na any premier in the Dasudabi a double bed just a simienu just am kodano one enjoy power beer than it so environment a serene any day baby I'm betting didn't come on kakano be just and be a call can you didn't know almost some kind of fine and so at the ma wunya soon find the adama diachina fe what you come up somebody am a club na your friends a Madrid just and you know and some update banana peno yet Emma your phone player your friends said Heinsen also born a prino metisa omoba so much one Abamisi came against Olympiacos, one came against Gironia, and Abokan was doubtful. Came up, I was some mess, and then Yamia Tuma, and next week, Anna Sakemno, and Abacoso, now just a Madrid, Abaco to be bow, I am Macha, report to myself, Canasapoino, and some I doubt I was so much anymore. Now, coach, your phone Shabi Alonso and a tree will be any Bacon, said your manager, Yamaki, the first 11 better say, I had a strong squad and a coach, you know, and some other sort of ball. Now, report coming on say, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ayobiana, one of right back, and some our Samartinamo, and some Alonso, and Timmy Fanioma, and some Uncle Jacobium today, Sakomasabia Arnold, and some right backer, Fala Mentiana, Sakurana, Federico, Valvejonum, Ababa Medford, Okasenwa, Mecanum Sempi Achausa, one of the Fus and Kebia or Tito Cruz Adio, but also baso chesa masa wonya tony cruise ana wonto the level cra but the menya ni no say 5:30 and some other start to match way and some our mental ajama Los Blancos Chesania gamer and some other koso na mekaisa and Centroni ba ko bisa Xabi Alonso say coach ukai emfanyini Really, I'm sorry, the first time. No ball or just a former team body tia, Olympiacos, any Adena. Unim sa Madrid every new game, and some our Greece and Montesoda for about 9 attempts and some for about 9 years in here. Mumu winning game our own and beyond Oyawe. And also so, Sir Madrid every new game da, our Greece Cornerstone was it there was always the first time. You are pretty kind at Biana just say a brother so ama just a married for no and some let me and which I say a man you can be a sono one some let me break his antenna and no I doubt our also say what for Madrid a Jumano now he will be sending Parabel catcher Madrid a Jumani are very demanding or your way say your Juma at tempa now on the first coach our Madrid I'm a situation be to say if you are 20 managers great on my one Joseph by two baby with first problems Ancelotti I'm first problems Danny woman you first problems no so curious you know that will be also any and I get there we will find solutions and so I am a terminal not all coming in also the sana shall be a Madrid at our Liga so never be a Madrid at our Champions League anymore what coming in also at the Pomua one try pa be on Manchester Bianoma Achia more can who and the Sadia Liga Madrid at and the above from an say woman would count table so and what she about the Champions League is what woman day and almost woman say fro at the Abasso and the I'm a Senamecan and Peno Messe Florentino Perez Mete Sir Yasua Cacho Xabi Alonso say well Ginia Ewanimu now what Tiasia say I get there period your father's adaptation I had no about a friend of manager about Bayern and to say me a squad you know I was so who is to my kakra no when you be kakra ebi away we hear see any antisani man you know I'm some so much so penino I chat to Musa and then you know I adaptation my coach na your friend Alonso to sa I message our brother Senra about to just one him no na be na oluzu game Adam Olympiacos one some about me a second no and you update film and some agent Bernardo Peno and some our shows Arsenal one game about so I a big game na masa sa team you ready and one be mistake commit me a shawama habibi bayo that was what not tell us because Arsenal our form and a Bavarians and some our form enra when we trying in a bus no we say Victor Jokeres and Carhavet o man to me and training na manager be cast also on coffee elko kama pana when we can man say when we some boys no akwa we trust can ebium when we trust can ebium and be say bia we can to bang and a Jokeres and Carhavet and some be available at the Amada Gunners o team in fact no cross way to say when we ball a game by close to us and crowd here nearly come up to Garata but Jamini you know say Gabriel Jesus no any other players akano woman on be testy I said here one game by closed doors and Subesia committee say nyame arma yo china e training center and just Arsenal woman some Spanish United behind a closed doors game no and also betimi abaswa yare amte tabana manager fansa Arteta and you be some coach and say who bomb and you champa mu chanya bia no saying and a game no osiwuno and was buying for or say omomodeman was ropa na level of consistency aya 1 and after 2 aya bamunchin omo resource and a 3 and some aya performances are bamunchin abrabiano womo some adana dia chesa womo obiom ni bono bonomom when so your opportunity am Arsenal so betimi achira what omo ye capable of ade omo so betimi I know womo so betimi achira coming in to pomwa on bamunchin game eba so enana dwe no ye betie and some coach na ye fa some Mikel Arteta and some Adama Central for proud to gamer and you eba so yentie Mikel
And this is the kind of game in the competition that we want to face, and we've been very consistent in both competition, as you mentioned. They've been as well, and it's a great test for us to see where we are. Well, every opponent brings different challenges. Obviously, they are in a great moment. I mean, the level of consistency they show in results, performances, in every metric that they have, it's very, very impressive. We know that, but as well, that's a massive opportunity as well for us to show what we are capable of, for sure. And this is the kind of game in the competition.
Because we know so an opportunity. And my Arsenal, our brand, bet me at Matches. We are saying, and you know, some Arsenal, Bobokuno, Wamos, bet me, our brand, Pano, I can free almost what Banama and opposite number. I coach and fans Vincent Company, now manager and Sunny. One of your starting free baby on the answer. What do we call take a Juma our Man City because sometimes I take a backup prep about crew staff and all. Now just a company at the support and some other sky blues of Man City. I know Bonabasso idea free sample class out time no Sabia prep and some pageantry. What J. Eddie Free Kala take home. Woman report on daily basis. Animal culture. Your father said prep now take what can I'm gonna do feedback and all and some content money on my Jumapa. I was saying Ukrainian the best one coming in on us take and for Arsenal bra. Nipadia Ota Kodwan in America. What yet Jumama just an Arsenal let him know woman from other true love for Archers and we are so phenomenal. Maybe I will be also for Arsenal and some Argentinian impact our manager. Your phone our data and our the Gunners as no. I won't come on and over what you tear over for some company.
To kind of see that, I have to say I'm really impressed by this Arsenal team. I think operationally, if you look at sort of how they are set up in every phase, and for us coaches there's one thing which is of course winning trophies, but then there's another thing, you just look at how a team is being coached, and if you look at how they are set up in every phase, they are the benchmark for many things. You know, when they defend the box, there's not many teams in the world who do better than them. When they take set pieces, throw-ins, defend set pieces, defend throw-ins, when they take defend kickoffs, there's not many teams who are set up better. And they're a team, of course, with players who can also create. So it's a very strong outfit. They've been together for 6 years. In terms of Mikel being here, and you can see that. But I love every bit of the challenge because, you know, we come in a really good phase as well, and I think both teams have done what they needed to do to this point to kind of see the light. You know, that the team that wins this game makes a big step towards, you know, being qualified for the next round through the direct qualification with the first 8 places. I have to say,
I am some variants of Bamunchin, one coach. I have found Vincent Company, and I'll just Yadene excepts. I'm on an open line for our Brian Chumadia. You found us won't to miss sports buffet and an open. You're also at a store and Yakanino, and some Emanam, you're right for us. Some no nursery, okay, nursery, or Popo, and Yama Arsenal, no man, and man, ceremony at Janana. I'm sir Nipaba, quiet, can I some now, and some Yakadana found us. Mason Greenwood, Obobo Fanasa, Olympic Masona, Ukrainian Yakodano, born in the MC at the one. Oh, time was sorry, man, you know. No more not taking us what the next I am from Percy because in the Nifa Eka, the Benkum Eka, only your double ball penalty, or to the Benkum Apple, what to me at the Nifa our Bakodano, born in the Yadamano Panamum, and Yama Bakum be a C between one Casa and then a girlfriend and Tamni at Dema Koya, and by Yamana Bano, more bony at fear, and your opportunity vessel call. Yet after Bama, so last season, I had this season, Aquatano, and also Birchmapa. Now, some natural say, Sir, Wabano Crana domestically. One sort of no, Sir Obano the Achano. No son of Borasa would ya any war attention. We are high. Alabama was an eye, and a Bema or Boma, and a woman Peter, and a Chessa Jenna. Well, you Obano Crana, what to the Jahono. Wabanos were Gem, Amaka and then woman are so chisel. Now, how to say, was it baby? I was said, Yakudan born a child enough. Yet didn't to Amakudan so Bob because born in the old papa. Baby, you to say, you best search Kudawe or dog. And no, and young dear Semen now, I don't want some and some other banana player. Yet I'm to tell also Jufe one Timno. Now you're bomb about Suna Quatana. Your friend Canon shoulders and many Janan Statino, Wolfie Branch and a bar yet. Robert J. Man of the match, I want Shadow coming a moment now, almost present a young man of the match, I want Jama, a young Quadana fan, Canon shoulders, some of me. 1 year, I know, Wolfie Branch, a man was still a man of the match and a boba. And was it before the game? No one is one started because I don't know one way about our truth. I just say we are coach in the best way, but on every day we must start here that way. I was in one one started, but only a coach and I taken a decision. What Bamus were made also to me, Ampa, a bonum, I'm about Bomajin, Yamatimono, and no moves are Nitimono, some of the bar. Young coach and Ancham Sabia Obastati, and as I started on Sedabio a little earlier, and some won't say we are Bono, and Yadia Sabia Obastati in Tonodier, Nidiana Obama, Joshua to me, I don't know why, and some like your bonny team, our brother Pano, and some up the Tama Frontier, your fellow Karim, Ademi, what also shall go Emma Dortmund, Enra, Nademi to say. Penalty no Kabakuna Bana Mebeka, Fabio Silva Botriano, Nankone Quacobo Bat, no Omobe say, Fabio Silva, and some Abonwashe, because Washa, Nankaba Amani confidence level up because of Bayo, MC Moore, de Emma the Panyoman Shadan Fai, Emma Fabio Silva, Nintino, and a manager penalty man. Yes, Adia, Nanka Grass about 2 goals. One was going to quite a penalty in Soso, Nankonos Washer 2, and a pass, Fabio Silva making out confidence. One of the man, Emma the Cobos. Bono and some Sanora, your father said protection Michael Okaino was it? Ebiano knew and one report our Stamford Bridge was a bra and one that Joe our Stamford Bridge atmosphere no wasn't a incredible dead day and just now so maybe I just Chelsea supporters and here say when was some other supported Chelsea pa now I do back some money say we'll calculate the last 8 matches at Barcelona Apple and some our Champions League and Muma Kumaku 5 Arabia when we consider at least 3 goals. Next at the last 8 Champions League, 5 out of the 8. Ebianom, 3 goals. At least Omanya Quadia 3 day. Womusum Etmiche. Na answer Lamin Jamal Enwa. Goalkeeper Robert Sanchez Aquacan say. Kukureya, Adelamin Yama Sherbotum. On one cromny and on person Chessa and Rawunia Pocket Lami Yamama Chessakurano, Wanyanu Chabrakra. Now, Shadak Bansa, Omu rating Emra, and Walami Yamana best player, our Bansa, Omu Timimo, Woman Kanyana and Kankwa and Kawa, Woman so oranges and Kwa, Wola Lami Yamala, Lamin Quanamsa, Wanu Enya near Canasa 7.7. Woman Kanyam said that Danwa, Aswanka, in Fifia Swanka, Animus Swanka, and Lamin Aya, Jumatima Bassa Timuro, Nemo almost so much as when you walk for the baby, my coach now. Your first answer flick, and some double free pano, and some others are one. None Timono Ella came here, kind of ferocity. Nana said, be aggressiveness and what danger say, and your demi Katashibia. No, some commodity rap match, Nimono, or my said that maybe Yato toy gun. I'm on my brother Drew. When we down, come see a ball. I see a ball near any brand Chester, Chelsea, and the bar match anymore. And you want dinner. Woman to me, match Chelsea, aggressiveness, and a Chelsea. Woman, some strength. I'm on the bar match in my home, and my coach and Abu Fuya Bar. Now, Udia Marcus Rashford, Mempase, Mekasamano, Yinti Rashford after the game. Also, if you bench a buy on a Rafinha and another boy. But Rashford, Edin Komokakana, I ask you, Bisa on Person Bajatus, as I'm confronted boy, but as I question at the end, and on one day, Wada, Udia Marcus Rashford after the game.
It's a tough game, of course, early red card, and we have already 1-0 down, so it's a difficult game to come back into. We try to stay compact, but also try to find the moments to try to jump to win the ball. But they played well with the man extra, and sometimes football is like this. We have to recover and try to do better.
It's not easy to win Chelsea 11 against 11, 10 against 11. It's almost impossible.
It's not impossible, but I think they do the right things with the ball, and they utilise the extra man. Yeah, there's not much we can do about this, but you know, we can't be too hard on ourselves. We have to be ready to come back and play better on the weekend. It's a tough game, and of course, earlier.
Free up and check for the Marcus Rashford. I swear the Bernardo Peno. Live with the show now. Mame Barca goalkeeper for the one Garcia. Okay, son of Pemini Betuja. And Mame Cacho say one Garcia say. You want to just say, but time now match, you know. One more ball 11 against 11. Not Chelsea. And you better at the champ Barcelona. And a Saturday 10 against 11. Quadie. Not just a say cry. Now report was sent at the Bayern. The American Canada. One Garcia. They are going to just say. Sir, both are for the so much titles. It's woman also there. And your matches be at just and one at Trutiano. And you cross a bus across like a cry. I was a boss at Timmy Winnie. Now, I'm not to analyze it. I am match now, said you know, and some Messicana free. Woman, are prepared for the next game. Now, I'm lose some young and one and your cry. And to some young you may not for correction be a woman and a mistake be on my young and Robiano. I was almost some wet me and just say, woman, analyzing your manafe, woman, somebody come and no air kakra a free air goalkeeper one gas as well and some baby you know one of them man of the match one of them man Kukureya now so Chelsea for an casa say one of the man of the match I want to know one of them William Estevao Aquadano Bajuma pa Estevao near Chelsea for say club no one man of the match Aya Aquadano and a Juefa a man of the match and some air Kukureya and no air city sitena on Estevao Tiano one of the say tie coach and fans Enzo Maresca and a sky now sky no I'm about sky Italia I don't know what doing commonly as coach no say Estevao almost as a criminal also be protected a Yakutano and was a radia Estevao why say old style guy now as a titini pa na 34 no sometime no woman shouldn't kita phone say be out to dressing room now me on phone so who fear me on phone so na there be a social media was sorry a one man I would take no say hey when you quit here be any new I'm so treat the Yakudano ho lami yama ho and also was the one the onobia one I just a phone and send some cry now Debiana Kudana Yajumaten were a simple boy and then what you are saying normal kid on you know sir were a star and I said be a tesano and a man a pen some pa and a deba consular Sakudano Nabusia for ever round I'm a boy and some a special player no what I see a normal guy I just Sakudano what I saw just and just say be a Debiano what is social media no so na ma posti adecha ma posti mesha ma faha mesia me namha ekwani atema chesa akona no panasompa na ebiem pano mu sa coach no say ekwema na mo fa so metimi protect akona no no say mo ya mo yesan Estevao no wo man start ball and man start ball was it a game plan as well say game plan I require some point start to man started one starting so Pedro Neto and a boho Neto so ya japa and you say you fit up now what to akwana to because akwana your ball no one popa and you say bia one no Maresca pe and say you on started by the minimum a game plan Sani anani man city yenchi coach na kwea woman fa from manager akwadana your friend William Estevao Maresca and some Akasa
because if he doesn't play Pedro Neto play wide in his position and Pedro is good and we are happy with Pedro we try just to depends the game plan. We use 11 players. Tonight we decide probably in the most difficult game of the season we decide to play with Estevao. So I'm not a manager that I don't allow player to play minutes. It's just the game plan. The game plan decide always the first 11. It's the reason why we changed so much. And you say that we are unpredictable, but it's the game plan. The game plan defines the first 11. Now the next one is Arsenal. the game plan that not always is good, sometimes also is wrong, define the first 11. And Estevao, when the game plan is for him, he's going to play. And for sure he's going to play many games because he's very good. No, to be honest, because if he doesn't play...
Now, Kwadane fans are William Estinfao, our bench, Omar Kwadane Mono, and I'll just many Janadin in Chum and so Barabiamono. Also, Mona Shasiasa, said Rafinha, Elkoka said, and next I get 10 years, I go 15. And yet Lamin Jamal and William Estinfao, Omumiano, and some Alabama, Chess and Kenya, some SC, our born Museo Ronaldo, Anelio Massimo Bano, coach this was Basrapa, Munyamotre, Muman Kwadar, I enjoy Omu game the moment. We must start to say with the Estinfao and Jamal, Elko compare Ronaldo and Messino at the pressure at Kwadano, so too much pressure, and Yaman Kwadano. Hey, now better castle de Lami Yamelko compare Messina, or Jabia William Estinfoma Kotu Ronaldo, Yan sao to Munyaman Kwadani, and non pay a foot to our coach, your father Enzo Maranska, and the Mamua, Dabiano, Moya comparison, Yentia coach, no.
Reminded me the goal he scored against us in the Club World Cup. That is very similar, the same action. Estevao needs to relax. He needs to enjoy. He needs to session. He needs to play football. Him, Lamin, they are so young with 18 that if you start to talk about Messi, I think it's too much for a young boy like them. So 18, they need to enjoy. They need to arrive at the training ground, happy, session. But when you start to compare them with Messi or with Ronaldo, I think it's too much for them. The goal from Estevao reminded me the goal he scored against us in the Club World Cup. That is very similar, the same action.
And then Ben out of the line for Shono so and what you Unimsa, Jameson can say AC Milan, goalkeeper. Your father said Mike Mignon, Jaminian and other Pensara, and found a Sarah Robert Sanchez, SC Dacono, Manchester Chelsea, ever so much started Operation Mike Mignon. Okaya, Nankomo Pemignon, Edinako Club World Cup. Womuya Yam say AC Milan Amakwa, Max Allegri Amakwana, Bonnie Young sign contract. Yamiana January. Wobetini Club will be outside a pro contract agreement. And Chelsea Fono, as I Mike Mignon, because now no Dabino, Womushabi Usamasa, Unia Wanyamiro, Unia Dasunima, Juma Bon Archasano, Ayaka from Aswadeba, on something now. Yateba Chelsea supporters in the Champions League in the Karamoso Mumpe, Amono, and you number from Yano Moyana, 22 years. They say clubs are Makamun Kobanamon Champions League title. No, one more title, no more fine, how much you pay. Maybe I have some money, I don't know, but Diana, I'm also Mukani Panu Tum. And they say, You're Moyan, and what do you, and one, maybe almost have a PH. Now, Yasanchamo, I'm a Shurumana. Yeah, never said new to Mumrana, new to them, so who Ronaldo Rahu, I never see. Ronaldo Rahu, guys, are two.